Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Monk here, back again with another video, and today we have another sneaker unboxing from Kith. Alright, as always, before I get into today's video, if you guys have not seen my most recent video where I review the new Yeezy slides or the YS01s, make sure to go check it out after this. But for today's video, we do have another sneaker unboxing. Now, like I said in my last video, I haven't really copped a pair of sneakers in a while. I think this is actually my first pair of sneakers in 2026 that I'm buying for the first time. And this one wasn't even really planned. Honestly, in 2026, it's just been pretty dry and I haven't seen anything out there. I've been wanting something new or something that really speaks to me. But all of a sudden, these kind of dropped on Kith and I just saw them and I was like, I'm kind of interested in it. It's not something that I must have. Now, they basically had a whole drawing for these and I didn't really care if I got them, but I just wanted to see what they looked like in hand. I got pretty lucky. I won the drawing, and after seeing some pictures, I want to see what these look like in person. So yeah, this is a Kith collaboration with this pair of sneakers. And whenever Kith has a collab with any sneaker, they always have these really nice colorways. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. This is also a sneaker brand that I don't often wear a ton. And I'm excited to see how comfortable this sneaker model actually is. So with that being said, let's get the box open. Now, I'll be honest, this was not cheap. I think over the last year, I've gotten pretty used to paying about $100 for sneakers. And I certainly paid, I think, a little under 3 times the amount of that. But I thought to myself, it's been a while since I've bought a pair of shoes. So why not make an exception as a one-time thing? Now, I don't think I'm always gonna be dropping 200 to 300 bucks on a pair of sneakers. Sneakers are just not as hype nowadays. In the past, I used to basically be spending like maybe on average like 250 bucks per pair. However, nowadays, it's like, it's not worth breaking the bank for. There's definitely gonna be sneakers that are gonna go for that market, but you could pretty much get a cheaper alternative or something else for a lot less. And that's what I kind of resorted to in 2025. However, I kind of gave in to the consumerist in me. But yep, let's check out what we got for today. Ooh. Right off the bat, I love the packaging. I love the box. Wow, this is a really nice box. We have a white New Balance box, as you can see, but we also have a Kith logo as well. That is a really nice collaboration logo. I love that. You have New Balance here, the NB, and then on the corner you have that Kith. That's cool. Now on the side of the box we have that Kith logo, once again with the New Balance logo, and then the Made in UK. Same thing here. On the longer side it says Made in UK for over 40 years. That's really cool. And it's time to see what these sneakers look like in hand. All right, let's get the box open. I love the white box. I think it's so clean. And then for the packaging, the wrapping paper, I would think that there would have been like a Kith logo here, but there isn't. That's all right. Instead, it's just all New Balance branding. But yup, let's review the shoe in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Okay, as you guys can see, we do have the New Balance 991s made in the UK in this Moonrock colorway. Honestly, I just want to keep talking about the box because I'd say that this is probably the nicest designed sneaker box that I've ever seen. I know there's a lot of sneaker boxes out there that have a lot more details, but like this is so minimal, yet it packs so much into it. Like you have that Kith logo, just the way it's not even like a box logo, but it's kind of just written as like, it's like in slant, it's like on an angle with the New Balance. That's just cool. I love that a lot. Now, when it comes to the two brands that came together in collaborating to make this sneaker, I only really know about Kith. I could talk about Kith all day. And for those of you guys that are new to my channel, Kith is my favorite brand of all time. I love Kith with a passion. I love the designs, their collaborations, their color palettes. Kith is just such a nice brand that basically defines my taste in fashion. They also collaborate with a lot of major sneaker brands out there, and whenever they do, they always come out with the craziest color palettes, and it just never fails to amaze me. Now, in my experience of owning sneakers, I've only owned a couple of New Balances out there. I don't really know too much about New Balance as a brand. I've owned the New Balance 550s, I have the Fresh Foam X, I have the Rebel V4s. However, when it comes to their trainers, their lifestyle runners, I'm not that familiar with all their models. One thing I really don't like about New Balance is how all their sneaker brands are by numbers. So we have like the 991s, the 992s, the 990s, the 1080s. It's just too many numbers to remember, and I can't really put an image to each of the sneakers whenever they go by numbers. I don't know, do you guys feel this way too? Because I really don't like New Balance for that reason. But still, I've been wanting to try out a pair of comfy lifestyle sneakers from New Balance just because, again, I know that they're really comfy. A lot of people like to wear them. There's a lot of cushioning and support in them. So I wanted to own a pair. And when I saw these drop on Kith's website, I just thought, why not? Let me go for it. I know nothing about the New Balance 991s. I don't know where they came from. I don't really have an idea of how comfortable they are. I will though when I bust them out. But I'm sure this sneaker is a banger because it was great enough to collaborate with Kith. Trust me when I say that whatever Kith collaborates with, I know that Ronnie Feig, the creator of Kith, he just has so much intention in making a meaningful collab. Now, I believe with this collaboration, they also came out with a pair of 991v1s, and this was like in more of a grayish, greenish colorway, but I ultimately gravitated towards the V2s just because I love, again, this colorway a lot more. But another thing I love about the sneaker is that there are so many different Kith brandings here. So where the lace bar is, we have a Kith logo. Also, on the tongue tag, we have a Kith logo as well. There's just a lot of branding here. Sometimes Kith will collaborate with the sneaker, but they'll just have a signature colorway. They won't have any branding for themselves, but now I love the fact that you can actually tell that this is a Kith collaboration just by looking at the sneaker. Yeah, I'm not opposed to New Balance as a brand. I just think that sometimes their shoes can look very dad-like-esque, and sometimes it's just so hard to tell which one is the best silhouettes out there for me. But if I see a really nice colorway, I'd rather go for that than testing out each and every single model out. All right, so starting off with the upper, we first have a suede material on our toe box. Now this suede is very buttery and soft. It's so premium because that's what you are getting when paying for a premium brand like Kith. Now throughout the sneaker, that suede material is consistent throughout, but underneath it, we also have our mesh construction as well. I guess the suede material is to make the sneaker kind of look a little up class, and then the mesh material is supposed to make the sneaker breathable and comfortable. Now moving up to where our laces are, we do have a translucent rubber lace bar, which obviously, as I said before, has the Kith branding on it. That is our Kith box logo. Now, if you look clearly, the lace bar isn't just clear, but there is some tint of tan to it, which kind of complements the rest of the sneaker. I know it's mostly gray, but you got some little hints of tan running throughout the sneaker as well. And this stays consistent to the shoelaces that come with the sneaker, which is in this cream or eggshell colorway. I love the contrast that it has between the cream and the gray. I feel like that is very, very clean. It gives off earth tones and they complement each other very well. Now the sneaker also comes with an additional pair of laces in this gray color. I don't think that I would be going with this lace choice. I really like the cream color because it just stands out. Now on our tongue, we do have a mesh construction, but on top of it, we do have a synthetic material that is sewn on. Now on the synthetic panel, we do have the New Balance Made in UK logo that is embroidered on. I think that is a really nice quality and touch to the shoe. Now on our synthetic panel, we do have the New Balance Made in UK logo right here. It's embroidered onto the sneaker, and I love when shoes have that embroidery. Underneath it, we do have a Kith box logo in white. And again, this is embroidered as well. Now underneath that, we have the V2 logo, which is basically showing that this is the second version of the New Balance 991s. Now moving over to the side profile of the sneaker, we do have the New Balance N logo right here. It is in this reflective synthetic material, and it has a yellow outline through it, which I think is pretty cool and also complements the rest of the creamish tannish tint to the sneaker, like I said before. But as we move towards the back of the side profile of the shoe, we do have that synthetic panel again with the 991 logo embroidered onto it. And then moving over to the back of the sneaker where we have our heel part, we have the synthetic material again, and over it we have the V2 logo that is embroidered on, again, to show that this is the second iteration. Now moving towards the lower end of the back profile, we do have the New Balance logo that is debossed into what appears to be like a plasticky material. Now moving over to our midsole, we actually have a lot going on here. So on the first half of it, we have a white or eggshell kind of colorway here. On the back half, we do have what appears to be more of a brown beige color. I love the contrast in tones, but in both the front half and the back half of the midsole, we have this gel-like panel right here that is somewhat squishy, which again reminds me of Asics lifestyle sneakers. I guess this is what's supposed to make the sneaker very soft and comfortable to walk in. But after feeling up the midsole, it's not that soft. In fact, it's actually kind of firm. So I don't think that this is gonna be a very squishy-like sneaker. I feel like this sneaker is gonna be great for support, and it's going to be soft for anyone that wears it, but it's not gonna feel like you are sinking to the ground or that you're squishing in every step that you're taking. Sometimes you need that, because if a sneaker is too soft, you're gonna lose a lot of support and you're not gonna feel like you're stable when you're walking. Honestly, I know I talk a lot about like foam sneakers. I talk about like sneakers with huge stack and huge cushioning, but at the end of the day, I'd really very much prefer a nice firm sneaker that is comfortable on the inside rather than something that is too overly squishy. I actually wanted to talk about the inner of the sneaker, so we actually have some plush padding as well, which makes the sneaker very comfortable on the inside. Again, there's a lot of cushioning right here, so your feet will thank you. I cannot wait to walk in this pair because I feel like this is going to be a very soft and comfy ride. Now moving over to the insoles of the sneaker, we do have a pretty thick insole, which again provides a lot of cushion and comfort to the shoe. On our insoles, we do have that Moonrock color that is consistent to the name of the shoe. But my favorite thing again is that New Balance Kith branding that we saw in the box. So we see the New Balance NB logo followed by the Kith logo that is kind of like at an angle. I think that's the coolest thing. But yeah, this is a pretty nice quality insole. I feel like some insoles that I felt in the past are really cheap. This one also has a lot of perforation holes, if you guys can see clearly, for breathability, which I haven't really seen that a ton. And then finally, as we move over to the outsoles of the sneaker, I don't think this is anything very different from your average New Balance 991v2s. I think this is pretty much the same. So you're gonna get a rubber outsole with this kind of traction patterning. You're gonna get the black on the outside. With this sneaker, you actually have a little bit of gray in the middle. And then finally on the inner, we have, actually this is kind of like the eggshell color that we saw right here. So I love how this is just very consistent to the rest of the shoe. Now in the middle, we do have the word Feel Cell that is debossed into the shoe. And that is, I guess, what the technology is for the sneaker. The sneaker uses Feel Cell technology, which is supposed to make a sneaker very comfortable. And then finally, on the corner of the back end of the midsoles, we do have another logo that reads Endurance. So kind of like the word endurance, except with the end part. Now we have the New Balance logo with Durance that is debossed into this outsole. That is also very cool as well. Now I like this sneaker a lot, and I honestly cannot say that I don't have anything like this in my collection, but I really don't have anything like this in my collection. Now I don't have a comfy pair of New Balance trainers, and I've wanted that for a while. I like the look of it. I think it's very vintage looking, but since that fits the time of today, it's technically modern looking as well. So you're basically matching both worlds here. All right, so we're doing an on feet for the 991v2s. And honestly, these are pretty comfortable. Now, one thing I didn't really realize is that they're actually really lightweight. So they're not too heavy. And the inside also provides a lot of cushion, and it's just soft. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy wearing these. These kind of remind me of, I wouldn't say now that they're like an Asics sneaker. They actually kind of, they're comparable to like your really comfortable Nike trainers. But yeah, I don't think I have anything that kind of feels similar to this. I'm glad that I have them in the collection. In terms of sizing, I don't know if you guys can see, but my toe is here. So if you like a really snug fit, maybe you could go half a size down, but I think that this is perfect for me. Really like how these fit, how these look on feet. I love the cream laces as well. Kith just never misses with their collaborations. This is a very nice colorway. It was a very silent drop too. I don't think a lot of people are going to know about it, especially if you're not a fan of Kith. You probably did not even know what this sneaker was. Personally, for me, I still don't really know what it was. I don't know what the whole made in the UK thing was. I can definitely take a look at it, but I guess these are, you know, an England inspired sneaker. But yup, we have another pair to the collection in 2026. Actually, the first one. We have the New Balance 991v2s, made in the UK in this Moonrock colorway. An absolute beauty of a sneaker, and something that I'm gonna have a lot of fun just rocking on the daily. All right, that pretty much wraps up my video for today, but now I'll hear from you guys. What is your favorite model when it comes to New Balance sneakers? Definitely drop a suggestion in the comments down below, because I don't know if I'm gonna wanna check out other models. I think that this one is pretty cool. Again, 990s, 991s, 992s, 993s, like it's so confusing. I don't know what makes them different from all the other ones, but this one I'm fine with. And as always, if you guys like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button, because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Kith New Balance 991v2s, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.